Hello good people of YouTube, Mountbatten here. Today I'm bringing you my second impressions of the brand new Tier 9 Premium American Heavy Large Battle Cruiser, whatever you want to call it, Alaska. Yes, the Tier 9 free XP, or you just buy it straight out through the Premium ship. So I've played Alaska a whole lot this week, despite the horrendous server lag that Warships North America and Europe seems to have been experiencing this week. And I gotta say, I am in love with this ship. This is probably one of my new favorite ships. It's very different from my other favorite ships, and I'll get into that in just a minute. First off, I want to apologize for Friday night's live stream. YouTube just crapped out on us, guys. My internet was fine. Streamlabs is working fine. So YouTube just crapped out on us, and I'm going to look into streaming on Twitch. I'll let you guys know what happened with that in another video later this week. I just want to, because I know I can't really announce on YouTube too much, because I know all the notifications for like the posts and stuff, they don't really get sent out every time. But anyway, that's what happened with that, and I'll do another update video on that later this week. So, the Alaska, yes. She's armed with 9 305mm guns, and they are very accurate if you build for it. And they hit really hard, and it is the American Super Heavy Cruiser AP, and it does get the improved pin angles. So these guns are so nice, guys. Especially when firing at targets from 15 kilometers inward. They are very accurate. Their grouping is usually pretty nice. Now, every now and then, as RNGesus normally does, she will throw your shells around. It does happen, I know, but again, the fire rate on the ship, if you equip main battery mod 3, it gets your fire rate, it gets your reload time down to 16-ish seconds. And if you take MLG turrets, or expert marksman, those of you that don't know what I call expert marksman, it will pretty much negate the debuff that main battery mod 3 gives to your turrets. So your turrets still have a very, very nice 30-second 180 time. And that's just so fantastic, because in the Kronstadt, when I mount main battery mod 3, yes, I do get a 16-second reload time on the turrets, but on the guns, but the turrets rotate so slow, and it's super easy to outrun your turrets with the Kronstadt. But on the Alaska, it's nice. Now the thing about the Alaska's armor, it is not that fantastic. The bow is 27mm, which means 16-inch guns and above can pin it. However, you can take 15-inch and below. But since it is a Tier 9 ship, you are going to be getting up tier to Tier 10 most of the time. So you got to angle in this thing. You got to angle steeply. Otherwise, you will be eating plenty of shells. But thankfully, she does have a fair amount of health to negate that, and of course, she does have a heal. However, you don't want to be taking any unnecessary damage if you do not have to. So the other thing about this ship, her citadel is kind of below the waterline, but it's not that hard to get at. And plus, most of the damage you'll actually be taking isn't from citadel damage. It's just from pins, because this thing is squishy. It is squishy. Now, it can take a couple of hits, don't get me wrong. It is tough at times, and if someone screws up and doesn't hit your midsection, the damage is fairly negligible, because they will usually just overpin. And I was told you can't really brawl with this ship, but check this out. Depending upon how this encounter goes, that may be real quick, or not so much. I'm going to go after the Iowa first, use the bigger threat. Like everyone up north is preoccupied with my team up there. Guess I could nuke the New Orleans first. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Hi, New Orleans. I may just go for the ram on the Iowa. Pop me radar. Pop me heal. And now we pray. I hope I can I hope I have enough punch to do this.
Ship is on fire. Enemy severely damaged.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Please be faster than his turrets. Please be faster than his turrets. Please be faster than his turrets. What's wrong? He didn't take MLG turret? Oh, he did take MLG turrets. That's my bow. The Citadel's not quite there.
Problem solved, sir.
Come on. Screw it. I'm screwed. You spin me right round, baby, right round. That's still my bow. My Citadel isn't there. There we go. Oh, hi Cleveland. How you doing? Yeah, it can brawl in certain situations, and I like it. Yeah. You see, guys, I took out a Nabucco, New Orleans, and an Iowa right there, and it was pretty hilarious. That was from Friday night's stream. It was a really good stream until the stream crashed. But yeah, you can brawl. Now, you can't brawl like a car first where you can just drive right at them. You gotta, ambush them right. Once you close the distance on any battleship, this ship is fast enough to where you can usually outrun their turrets and get at their sides, and it's over from that point on out. Except maybe the Curve First, because the Curve First is a tough cookie. But most battleships, that will be the end of them, and cruisers too. Especially if they don't have torpedoes like most American cruisers. Once you close that distance and get within like 10 or so kilometers, and you have to jump on them, it's over for them. It's fantastically fun. I love it. It can't really snipe at range. I mean, if RNGesus likes you, it can, but most of the times it cannot. But I mean, it's not the worst for it, but it's definitely not how I would play it. So AA is probably the next most important thing. How is it in the AA department? Well, I don't have any AA modules on this thing. I don't have any AA captain skills on this thing, but I do use the defensive fire consumable, and I gotta say, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Such is the nature of the CV rework. You can have one guy that knows how to dodge correctly, and he'll just breeze right through your AA, losing maybe a plane or two. And you have someone who's new to the CV rework or just hasn't caught on yet, and you'll magically just annihilate every single plane he has. It's okay, but it's not consistent like the Worcester or the Salem or the Des Moines or the Minotaur. It's sporadic. And keep in mind, this is without anything invested into AAs into the AA. Now, I imagine if I would invest in the AA a bit more, it would probably be all right from what I've seen from some people who have done it. I haven't done it yet, but from what I've seen around YouTube and on the forums and such, when you do spec into it, it's pretty decent. But I mean, you shouldn't be going anywhere by yourself in this thing, because if you get focused down on this thing, you're going down extremely fast. That's the thing about it being so squishy, is that you will go down fast under focused fire. I mean, anybody will, but this thing especially. It's a big squishy target, and it doesn't like HE. It doesn't like AP from 16 inches and above, which you will see a lot of at tier 9 and 10. But overall, this is a downright fun ship. It's a unique ship. It feels different from the Kronstadt. It feels unique, and I like that. I like when a premium comes out and it feels unique, and Alaska definitely does feel unique. It doesn't play like the Kronstadt. It doesn't play like the Des Moines. It doesn't play like the Minotaur. It's unique, and I like it, and I love it. And if I had to redo my top 10 premium ships list from a couple days ago, this would probably be around 3 or 4. I like it that much. Now, is it worth 1 million free XP? I would say yes, because I feel like my XP, it was well worth it. You can also buy it straight off the premium shop for $80, which is kind of a slap in the face to all of us that, you know, either converted a million free XP in anticipation of the Alaska being released, because that's you know, that costs quite a bit, or you know, because that was the whole thing about free XP ships. You know, you had to earn a ton of free XP to be able to get this ship, so you'd be a above average player. Then you can have someone with their credit card derping around with it in day one. So yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that just yet. Seems kind of sketchy, especially with all of us that wasted our money converting XP over in anticipation for the Alaska. I felt like Wargaming probably should have told us before that it was coming out in the premium shop in addition to being a free XP ship. You know, some more shady stuff that Wargaming is doing, but that's another video for another day. So anyway, guys, I hope you appreciate this video, and I hope you like this video, and I hope this video decides on whether or not purchasing Alaska is right for you. Oh, before we go, Concealment. You can get it down to about 12, 11-ish kilometers, but with carriers everywhere now, yeah, I've spent many a game being fully spotted. So take that information and do with it what you will. So again, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. And if you like the video, make sure you drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. We are on our way to 2,000 subscribers. We've had a fantastic growth recently. I cannot thank you guys enough for that. You guys are amazing. So again, hope you're having a wonderful day, and hope to see all you guys in the next one.